On a Project Drive Sober now, tomorrow is an important day in the push for tougher drunken driving laws in Wisconsin.
Senate lawmakers will hold a public hearing on more than a dozen OWI-related bills. NBC 26's Matt Jarko at the Capitol with the preview.
Tomorrow, advocates and leading lawmakers on the issue will discuss 13 pieces of legislation they hope can lead to tougher penalties on people who drink and drive here in Wisconsin. One of those bills would make a first offense OWI a criminal offense, but the author, Senator Alberta Darling, said quite frankly, it's not likely that bill will pass. It comes with a fiscal estimate where several state agencies predicted it would be a multi-million-dollar cost on the taxpayers. Still, Senator Darling says it's nothing compared to the cost families go through.
The price is huge for the families who have to suffer through all these tragedies. And by getting tougher on crime and by having treatment, we are trying to change the culture, and it's working.
There are other bills Senator Darling thinks have a good chance to pass. One would require first-time OWI offenders to appear in court, and another would force offenders in fatal OWI cases to spend at least 5 years in prison. Both of those bills have already passed the full assembly. Wednesday's public hearing is the first step to getting them through the Senate. In Madison, Matt Jarko, NBC 26.
And we will keep you connected throughout the day tomorrow as a Senate committee looks at more than a dozen bills connected to drinking and driving in Wisconsin.
Later at 10, the curious case of cash found in bundles at the original Austin store. We have the latest as baffled staff look for clues.
And Brett Favre talks Packers Bears ahead of the big game coming up on Thursday. Yes, talking Da Bears. Stay with us. Next.
You're connected to NBC 26 News at 10 with Nina Sperano, John Erickson, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, and NBC 26 Sports with Brandon Kinno. NBC 26 News at 10, keeping you connected. And now, your Storm Shield forecast with NBC 26 Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
With highs in the lower to mid-80s this afternoon, it was our warmest day in a couple of weeks. Temperatures running about 5 to 10 degrees above our normal high of 75 degrees. By the end of the month, our normal high drops down to 64 degrees, but we're not going to have to wait that long to get high temperatures that cool. Here's a look at the next 7 days. Tomorrow, highs mainly in the mid to upper 60s. We'll see lower 70s return on Thursday, and then cooler weather moves back in for the weekend. In fact, by Sunday, highs will only be in the lower to mid 60s, in some cases cooler than what we're seeing right now. Currently, we've got widespread 60s across northeast Wisconsin. 67 degrees in Fond du Lac is one of the warm spots, but we also have 68 in Kewaunee, and it's 68 degrees in Wapaka. It's dry right now, but we started the day with heavy rain and thunderstorms. You can see the rain coming down in Green Bay throughout the morning hours. There were some locally heavy totals across the area. Shawano coming in with about almost 3 inches of rain. We had 2.5 inches of rain in Swamico. We had over 2 inches in Stiles and almost 2 inches of rain in the Green Bay area. In fact, some spots have almost received what they typically receive for the entire month in just the first few days. Normally, we have about 3 inches of rain during the month of September. And as you just saw, some spots are already pretty close to that. There's the big thunderstorm complex that rolled across the area during the morning. Then we had additional thunderstorms during the mid-morning, and then more thunderstorms with the actual cold front during the early afternoon. But tonight we have completely dried out across the state. The cold front that fired off those thunderstorms earlier today now quickly moving off to the east. Behind it, we've got high pressure building in, and that will be our main weather maker for tomorrow. And it's a Canadian area of high pressure. Ahead of that cold front today, mainly 80s. Behind it, temperatures only in the 50s and 60s. We're not going to see 50s tomorrow, but we are going to see much cooler 60s instead of today's 80s. So there will be a dramatic drop with the temperature tomorrow, and also humidity levels. We had dew points today in the lower 70s. Tomorrow, dew points will be in the 40s and 50s with highs mainly in the upper 60s. We'll see a mixture of sunshine and clouds as we progress through the day. Tomorrow night, we will clear out. We'll have a lot of sunshine by the time we get to Thursday morning, but then another system will move in throughout the afternoon, increasing our clouds and then giving us a chance for some scattered showers, especially by by Thursday evening. So your forecast for tonight calls for patchy clouds, more clouds north, more stars south with clear skies. It'll be breezy at times with overnight lows in the lower 50s. Tomorrow, a mixture of sun and clouds and much cooler than today. Highs mainly in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. My 3-degree guarantee for tomorrow is 69. If I can hit that high within 3 degrees, we will donate $100 to Project Backpack. And we did that today. I forecast 80. The actual high temperature was 81 degrees. On Thursday, sunshine giving way to clouds, a chance for some late day showers, but warmer with southwest winds. A cold front moves through early Friday. Behind that cold front and some morning showers, winds turn to the north with decreasing clouds. Much cooler weather then for Saturday and Sunday, mid to upper 60s on Saturday, low to mid 60s on Sunday. A couple of chilly mornings before we start to warm up again by the time we get to next Tuesday.
Got to keep those kids in the bus stop on their toes.
Yeah,
Nice and
this
cold.
morning.
Wake 'em up.
Yeah, umbrella this morning,
Yeah.
shorts and t-shirts this afternoon. Tomorrow feeling more like fall
Mixing it
and
up.
dry.
Yeah, not just t-shirts tomorrow.
Right.
All right, Cameron, thanks so much. Still ahead here, half a dozen cases of mystery money ending up on the floor at an Alloway grocery store. We're asking staff what they think about it. Next.
And everybody's talking about the big game in Chicago on Thursday, but what does Brett Favre have to say? You're going to hear from him later on NBC 26 at 10.
Well, the store is called the Original Austin's Grocery Store in Alloway, and the store has had an interesting last month and a half where staff have found 6 different bundles of cash around the store since July, and the rightful owners have not yet come forward to claim the cash. And based on camera footage, they don't believe it's the same person dropping all the money, so not just one person with a big hole in their pocket. With all the bundles of cash added up, we're talking $400 or $500.
2 of them were on quite the large size, and the rest of these are on decent sizes that, seriously, if I dropped them, I'd be looking for them, and I can't figure this out.
So what's happening? Well, the manager says if no one comes forward to claim the money, they'll donate it.
Well, just 2 more days until the Packers and the Bears kick off the new NFL season. A Green Bay legend sat down with Bears superfans to talk about the historic rivalry ahead of the big game.
Got to be some kind of a masochist to come back here, my friend.
Easy there, Bob. He probably doesn't know what that word means, playing his whole career in Green Bay.
Right.
You know, as a Packer.
In the new promotion video for NBC's Sunday Night Football, Brett Favre pulled up a tailgating chair to join the superfans from Saturday Night Live. Favre, of course, cracked up a few times. How can you not? How can you keep a straight face with those guys? Well, stay with us. Sports